Good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today's our daily reading. It's Friday. Thank God. Trying to go from doing nothing to adding. I added quite a bit in. It's a little bit hard. I'm a little bit stressed. So anyway. So I'll keep you posted, but my fitness journey, I've only lost a couple pounds, I believe. I'm not supposed to weigh myself. and but my pants are starting to fit better. I do have more energy. Basically, the nutrition part is easy. Other than, like literally sweets and salty foods and things like that. I'm getting carbs, I'm getting protein, a lot of protein though. And then veggies, so it's pretty rounded. So I don't feel like I'm really missing anything. So that's good. And the workouts, well, our bodies have to get used to them. So yeah, it's going well. And I'll figure out a better schedule. For right now, I'm kind of posting when I don't do my fitness classes, only because it's just getting back here, getting to work, that kind of thing. So, anyway, let's do this. Using the Somnia Tarot today, illustrated version. Okay. What do we need to know? Okay, our current situation, please. The star. I love it. Okay. Present influence. Knight of Wands. I love that energy too. I like the fire energies. Future influence, please. Strength. What we don't see. Knight of Cups, what to look for. High Priestess, unexpected, please. Six of Wands. Challenge. Seven of Swords. Strength. Six of Cups. Okay. Where does this lead? Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Advice. Oh, Ten of Swords. That's a weird advice. Okay, I'll get to it. See what happens. The Magician is the bottom of the deck. It reminds me kind of something. So when we have the Magician, I'm thinking tools. We have all the tools. We have what we need. I also kind of feel like alchemy as well, that you can be whatever you want to be. And I think this continues on the kind of like what we've been reading about for the last few days or probably a couple of weeks, is whatever we're working on. I think the majority of you that are listening regularly, there's something here where we're working on it, and and it's all different for all of us. But I do believe that this being at the bottom of the deck, there's a feeling that you can do whatever you put your mind to it, and you can do it. Okay. So this is a project or something. It could be work related. It could be personal. It could be love. It's something that you've really been, I feel like, second guessing yourself because of the star in the current situation. I feel like it's moving, and I think that comes from that Magician as well. Having that confidence of being able to do whatever you need to do, and then the star being in the current situation telling us there's hope, and you have that hope. The current situation is about whatever it is you're dreaming of. And, I'm reminded here, and I talk about a lot this with this card in this deck, is that he's on top of that hill, and I'm reminded of looking out and seeing everything that's out there. Not only what you've accomplished, but what you can accomplish, right? So when you get up on a highest peak and you're looking out, it's a pretty amazing view, right? It's more expansive when you're at the highest level. So, this reminder to me is, I feel like you're realizing your potential, or at least realizing where you can go, what you can do. So there's kind of like this, it's more than hope, because you're not just hoping, you're actually working on it. You're coming up with that plan, because that's the way I see this card. And I do feel like you do feel like you're guided into a certain direction as well. But I think just that, if you put yourself and take a moment and think about, if you're working on a project or working on some kind of personal thing or a relationship or anything at work, picture yourself just taking a long distance view of it, like standing back and really going, okay, I see what I can do. I see where I can go. That kind of feeling. I hope that resonates with y'all. The Knight of Wands is in our influence. So there is an energy of moving forward, right? Keep in mind, this is an influence. It's not necessarily predictive in the sense of this is happening. This is an influence. And it reminds us that we need to, that things are moving. You're going to have a feeling. I feel like it's almost a little bit fast feeling. I would say the only thing I would say with this card specifically in this position is it may feel a little fast, because if your current situation is looking at things, figuring it out, taking that step, this energy says that you could be a little bit like, oh, I got to do something, but wait, I want to figure it out. Kind of like that. I don't think it's negative. I just think it could be a little overwhelming. But with that, in your future, you have the Strength. Now, the Strength card is so different than the other ones, but it has the same idea, because she's opening up this trap and she's not afraid of it. Just like the lion hand and mouth thing in the regular white or white. But I do feel like the future influence, you're going to realize, okay, so I almost feel kind of calm with this. So you go through this energy of, it's like coming to, oh my God, it's very energetic, and it's kind of a little bit scary, and it puts you back. Now, when things happen fast, sometimes it can overwhelm us. And I feel like this is going, in the future, you're going to be able to handle that overwhelmness. It's just putting it into place and dealing with it. And I feel like, that's what this is saying here, is just, understand that it may feel a little overwhelming, but you're going to have it. Like, that future influence is really important. I think it's actually really good, almost something to look forward to. Does that make sense? So then we have Knight of Cups and what we don't see. So there is a feeling to me, though. I feel like this is someone coming in. Now, what does this mean? It can mean anything. And we talk about this, right? I mean, this could be, a lover. It could be romance. It could be a feeling coming in as well, that you're not seeing how important this is to your heart, to your feelings, to how you feel about things. So there's something in the background that you're not going to realize how deep this goes. Whatever this is you're working on, know that this is affecting you in a lot of different life areas. I feel like, sometimes when we do something, no matter what the initial intention is, when we're making better changes for ourselves, whether it's in work, whether it's how we deal with something, whether it's our thought processes, no matter what, we start seeing things in a better light anyway, and we can see the positive coming in. And that's what I feel like this is. There is definitely something very good for you coming in here. If it's a person, great. If it's a feeling, great. But it feels, feels almost, I don't know, I'm feeling very comforted, kind of relieved, that kind of feeling. Like it's comforting, and it's like, okay, I don't always have to be this strong. I have something or someone who has my back. What to look for is High Priestess. Remember to follow your intuition. Too, when we're working on anything to better ourselves, no matter what it is, from what I'm doing with my physical fitness or what people are doing, just trying to have a better perspective, or trying to, find joy, journaling, anything, that it's very important to also connect to our higher selves and to connect to our spirit guides, whatever that looks like to you, whether it's God, whether it's, a higher power, whether it's your higher self, whether it's your spirit guides, your angels, whatever guides you, whatever helps you through the day, whoever you quote unquote pray to or meditate with, whoever you call on. And I think that that's always stay in connection to that. Don't ever lose that. So this is what to watch for. Keep in mind that that's an important part of your journey, to stay connected. I'm not saying, I'm not giving the advice that you need to meditate every day and you need to do this and that. No, it's just stay connected with that, even if it's for a fleeting moment. And the more we connect to our higher selves, the better we can, become as people, I think, because we're keeping it in the forefront. That's what I'm kind of saying. Keep it, watch for it, look for it, grab hold of it. There we go. So the Six of Wands is here in our unexpected. I think you're going to see this huge change in people noticing what you're doing, how you're doing it. Because if you work and you're working on a project and you have felt kind of like stressed out about it, because I feel like this Knight of Wands is a little overwhelming. I don't think it's stressful. I just feel it's overwhelming. And I feel like this is saying that you're going to see how much people see your stick-to-itiveness and that you're really doing a good job. And that helps, right? Because this is a little unexpected because you're feeling overwhelmed, and then all of a sudden you're getting the recognition that's nice. I don't know that you're necessarily after it, but it's nice because you go, okay, what I'm doing, other people are noticing it as well as myself. Because anytime we're doing any kind of changes in our life or working on a project or trying to move ahead in our jobs, we're hard on ourselves. So we don't tend to step back and recognize what we've done and the work we've put in, right? Sometimes we need that from someone else because we're not doing it. And until we hear it from someone else, then we might recognize that, if that makes sense. I do. I feel like that's actually, I think that's important day to day, every day, everything we do. I mean, sometimes, we can go, yeah, I did it. But overall, when we're working on something or doing anything, we're a lot harder on ourselves, and we don't see the progression as someone else from the outside might see. So I feel like in this deck, this is our challenge. And I feel like in this deck with the Seven of Swords here, I get a different feeling with this Seven of Swords, always have, because I feel like it's about hard work, but it's still, I believe, when I see the Seven of Swords taking back what's yours, I feel like this is, in this deck, it's not only doing that, but moving forward with it. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And I think the challenge absolutely still comes from that Knight of Wands energy. And the recognition. So until you see that recognition, I think it's going to be hard to really move forward and move towards that. And also, if you're working on something and someone disses you or puts you down in any way, even if it's small, don't listen to it. That's another challenge that could be here. Because when we make any kind of changes in our life, or we're working towards anything, when someone else says something like, well, why are you doing that? And it could be very innocently as well. They might not be malicious, But that could put negative self-talk in our heads. If something is true to your heart and you believe in what you're doing, as long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, know that it's what you need to do. Again, I feel like that's where the high priestess comes in. This is what to look for. So this is kind of advice and this is the challenge. So know that you're being true to who you are. High priestess, reaching out to your higher self, and then moving forward with that. I think it's actually really good energy, to be honest with you. And again, I'm not getting this overwhelming feeling of negative at all. It's just, bump in the road. We all have obstacles every day. The Six of Cups is in your strength. And I think, again, this could be taken a lot of different ways. The Six of Cups is about our past. And I get, for those of you who are old enough to remember The Little House on the Prairie, I get that feeling from this card. It's a TV show from many years ago. I think when I was 18, I used to watch the reruns. So, and when I was 18, it was 1982. So it was a long time ago. And when I say Little House on the Prairie, a feeling of home, working together with your family, and I want to use the word tribe because family that word has changed and the meaning to all of us is different, right? Sometimes it's our immediate family and sometimes it's our extended family, as in our friends, our, coworkers as well. But I feel like there's this feeling of, I don't know, almost, how it feels when you like get something accomplished when you've worked together with somebody, and because not only do you get to pat yourself on the back, but it's like this, you then become very united because you've reached a goal together, right? No matter who this is, whether it's your bestie, your sister, your brother, your parents, your kids, you reach a level where, and I feel like this is the strength here, and to grab hold of that, and not only that, to remember those times of remember the times that you felt that way in the past. So that helps you move forward with that, whatever it is you're working on. If you guys are working on something, please let me know what it is. I'd love to know. Put it in the comments. So what does this lead to? It leads to the Page of Wands. In this deck specifically, he's writing a letter. I do believe it's a message coming in. There's going to be a message coming in. I do believe that's true. How that message comes in, but I do feel like what it leads to after that, because I couldn't leave it at a message, is some camaraderie here. So I do feel like whatever you are doing, and it makes most sense if it's at work, right? There is going to be, and I think again, that's where that Six of Cups comes in. I feel like you're going to really feel like you have the best of all of the people helping you. So to me, I know we've talked about this in the past too. The Three of Pentacles is about people putting together their best skills. So, someone may have a really good imagination. The other person may be really detail oriented, and the other person is, a great leader. And you put those energies together and you can really, create something wonderful. And that's what I feel like this is leading to. This message for some of you will be a job offer, actually, or a promotion, or, into a new project at work, something happening in your career. For some of you, it may just be families, friends. For some of you, it may be love, romance. And for some of you, it may be, a personal project you're working on. But whatever it leads to is it's going to be more than just about you, which is really kind of nice, actually. Sometimes when we're just focused on ourselves, we kind of feel selfish and it makes it harder. So 10 of Swords is our advice. You know what? Don't close yourself off. Don't retreat. You know, if something's that important to you, don't retreat. Don't hold yourself back. Don't close yourself off. I feel like he's shutting himself in this chest, this coffin. I think it's a coffin. Um, you know, how we keep our minds open, we keep our heart open, we're going to bring in better things. If we shut down our heart and we close off and we close ourselves off, we are not going to reap the benefits of this situation here, because it's about other people as well. And if you close yourself off, you're closing yourself off to those around you. And while this could be very hard for some people, me included, no, keep yourself open as much as possible. I'm going to say that because I know that if you tend to put protection around yourself, whether it's around your heart or whether it's just around you in general, it's really hard to let that go. And that takes a lot of work, and you can't just have a tarot reading and say, here, do this, because it takes work and it's hard and it's scary. So this isn't something like, I want you to get a tarot, I got to do. No, don't stress yourself out. But it's a reminder that when we close ourselves off to other things, then we're not learning anything. We're not growing. We're just kind of in our own little shell. So remember that as you move forward through the day. Really nice reading, guys. I like that. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Keep up whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You got this. So it looks good to me. So take care. Have a beautiful day. Please hit the like button and give me a comment. Appreciate all the things. Take care. Have a beautiful day.